of the game. It's behind the back to Dorian Finney-Smith. Get out of the way and throw it down, big game James.
What gives you like it because he pump fake and he definitely relocated. He went for the Statue of Liberty and stuck it really nicely right there. I like to see that. Don't go flip it. Go stick it.
I don't know much about his IG game, but that's IG worthy.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
He's a go on the gram.
Don't go flip it.
Don't go flip it.
22-8 for LeBron. Let's go inside the Laker locker room. He's with Mike.
LeBron, the last time AD had a counting stats game like this, I think you rightly corrected me in not overlooking it, saying it's normal. I guess the fifth 40-20 game of his career. What did you see from him tonight?
Just locked in, dominant from start to finish. Obviously, the first quarter, double in the first quarter. He carried us tonight on our first game on the East Coast, and listen, it was everything. He had it all going.
About halfway through the fourth quarter, Vando jumped the passing lane, got a steal, got a dunk, and it's like you and AD both went up to him. You've been missing that kind of thing from him. What have you made from his 2 games, and how much is that going to help you guys?
Obviously, it's going to be a process of him getting back, getting his legs back, getting his wind back. But, just the things that he do for our ball club. We missed, obviously, the extra possessions he get, his defensive, obviously, intensity, and then being able to jump past him. He has a knack for that. So that was a big-time steal right there. Made them call a timeout.
You guys dominated early. Things kind of went in another direction, and starting with the second quarter. Just what did you see out there from Charlotte, from you guys, that led to that?
I mean, listen, we didn't come here to try to blow nobody out. We came here to win the game, and we played hard, from start to finish. They made a lot of threes, but we did what we had to do to close out the game. So, I feel like we got better tonight.
LeBron, when they made that run in the third quarter to close the gap, what was when JJ called the timeout? What was setting that timeout to get the momentum going back in our direction?
No, just calm down. Let's execute offensively. Let's buckle down a little bit more defensively and finish the quarter out.
When shot making isn't there for you guys, I mean, 3-point shot tonight really wasn't good for anybody. What did you like best about the other ways you guys found to score? We're still aggressive. We're still aggressive with our shooting, and obviously the ball cover came from me and AR not being able to connect from the outside. But we had some timely makes. We had some timely shots. We continued to defend, even though they did a good job of attacking us at some points. But when you get those timely stops and those timely scores, it definitely helps.
LeBron.
From a composure standpoint, I mean, a lot of times a 23-point lead goes all the way down to, the rope is let go at that point. How did you guys manage to hang in there?
Because we've been composed in a lot of games this year. We've had leads, we've been down, we've been able to come back, but we've stayed even keel, throughout a lot of the games that we've been in, close games. So tonight was another one of those instances.
This is a tricky back-to-back just in terms of how little literal time there is in terms of recovery. I know there aren't any cheat codes to it, so how do you do that? How do you handle that physically, mentally?
Rest. Try to get as much rest as you can. Obviously, it's going to be a tough one for us, but get as much rest as you can and get ready to go tomorrow.
You're heading to the East Coast, playing Philly, you're in New York. Locally in the New York metropolitan area, Dylan Harper is making waves. What's your scouting report on?
Obviously I've been watching him for quite a while. He called me Unc and I call him nephew, and I love what he's been doing at Rutgers, but I've been watching him for a long time now, and special kid, special talent. He's going to be really good in this league. Comes from a great family, obviously. Me and Harp, his pops, go back a while back. So I'm excited for what he's been doing right now at Rutgers and what he's going to continue to do in his future.
Last two.
How are you feeling for tomorrow?
Let me get through the day first.
Last question.
They were talking about AD trying to stifle the AD dribble jab, and you can see in the first quarter he was getting to that a lot, and he was liking that favorable matchup against Mark Williams. What did you see from AD this game?
No, it's not about AD versus Mark Williams. It's about us, the Lakers versus the Hornets, and it's our job to get our best player the ball in the positions where he's successful. And we took advantage of that tonight. He had it going early, and when you got your guy going early, you continue to get him the ball. So that's all it's about.
Thanks, LJ.
Yep.
All right, guys, let's talk a little LeBron James. 22 points, 8 assists, big game James, getting it done.
No question. I mean, as you hear LeBron speak in the post-game interview there, you can tell that he understood the importance of this game.
Yeah.
First one out after having success at home, beating a plus 500 team in Boston. So he knew they had to win. And getting the ball to AD, you've heard him talk about that. No, he's not happy with the way Charlotte come back. They did hit a lot of threes, but the mission was accomplished, and that's what you want from your captain as he led the team to victory tonight. AD, of course, scored, but AD understands the importance of getting these games and moving on to the next one.
Yeah, I think oftentimes you can look at a schedule way ahead of time and think schedule loss, right? Many would say it'd probably be tomorrow in Philly, second night of a back-to-back. But you could also look at this one. I mean, they're the second worst team in the Eastern Conference, Charlotte is. They got 12 wins on the season. You're in Charlotte. LaMelo goes down in the first quarter, and human nature could have set in, and that's actually the opposite of what happened. The Lakers found a way to rally, and LeBron said it. We didn't come here to blow anyone out. We came here to win the game. As long as you get better, you take steps in the right direction, you live with that.
All right, the Brow with 42 points and a season-high 23 rebounds. Lakers start the road trip 2-0. We'll hear from AD when we return. Cam, moment of the game, and it's a lob. Alley, what do you think of that one?
We had plenty to choose from in terms of the lob game tonight. But again, Max Christie right on time, on target. Like LeBron, you just throw him up for guys like Anthony Davis and let him finish the job.
All-NBA first-team type of game for AD. Back to Buzz City. AD is speaking with Mike.
AD, I know it's not about the counting stats to you, but 40-20 doesn't happen often. It's the fifth time in your career if you don't count the play-in game, or sorry, the NBA Cup final officially. What was going on tonight where you were able to kind of find that level of production at the rim and overall?
Shot was just feeling good. Teammates did a good job setting me up, especially Austin. In the pocket, the jumper. Getting to the line. So, all facets of the game was working. Missed 2 threes, but, just the entire team, not just me. I think the way we've been playing, moving the basketball and, playing for each other, not caring who scored, as long as we score. I think it's just been able to, open up for me, so.
I know, Rui's been out these last two, but with Vanderbilt into the action, Dorian getting a little more comfortable. Are you feeling some of that kind of the athleticism, the length, and some of that just additional help? It's also with Jackson playing more in those two big lineups.
Yeah, our defense, is a lot different, when Vando's in the lineup and, you get Doe, who's, still on a minute restriction, but, finding his way. Jackson, when we go to the two big lineups. So, it allows us to, do a lot of things, schematically, defensively to disrupt teams. And then when Vando's, his ball pressure, like we've seen today, passing lanes and the way he affects the game defensively, is something that we've missed.
You guys didn't shoot the ball really well from the perimeter tonight, but you guys were pretty aggressive to the rim. Bunch of dunks. Dorian had a big one late. What did you like about the attack mentality tonight?
Yeah, when the shot's not falling, I think we got some good looks. They just didn't fall, but when the shot's not falling, we got to attack the basket. And that's what we're doing. We're getting offensive rebounds, guys for, dropping and kicking, and then re-dropping again and getting to the basket. So, we're not going to, just continue to shoot, shots even though we're missing them. Our mindset changed where we just attack the basket and, it kind of changed the game for us.
What'd you think of Dorian's dunk?
It's phenomenal. That's going on the gram tonight for sure. Yeah.
Mark Williams had a good run of games. What did you see tonight from him that made you want to attack him? What was he doing that made you feel comfortable attacking him tonight?
It wasn't just him. It was just me playing basketball. He's a good young player. He's going, can't remember the stats, but, like 21 and 12 or 11, something like that over the last 5 games or something like that. He's been playing extremely well. Offensive rebounding, block shots, everything. So, it wasn't a one-on-one thing or nothing like that. I'm just trying to do what I can do to help the team win. That was it.
Anthony, that's the second time players had a 20-10 in the first quarter since 1996. What did you see at the beginning of the game that maybe you were able to carry on for the rest?
I just been aggressive. So I felt good, early on, and, shots was falling. That was it. Just wanted to keep it going. not let it just be a one-quarter thing. Obviously the team needed me to continue to play well and, didn't want to relax, so trying to do everything I could to help the team.
How do you handle things treatment-wise on a back-to-back like this after you play a lot of minutes and, it's a long flight? How do you get, can you do anything on the plane? Like when you get in, how do you do it?
When right now, obviously, playing, when we get in, obviously it's going to be a little later, but, when we get in, probably just have a meeting in the morning and, get ready for tomorrow. But, it's ways, and, I've been doing this a while now, so, I've got my little routine, for back-to-backs, but, it's definitely important to get your rest, get some good nutrition, and then, get ready to line them back up tomorrow.
Last question.
What's it like when you get in the zone, obviously early on in the game, and just having to stay consistent all the way through to finish through? Obviously, the Hornets made a little run at the end. How was it like to just stay there and actually push for the win at the end?
Well, you kind of have to, especially when another team is making a run. It's actually easier to stay in the zone, when teams are making a run, they cut the lead, and now it's a close game, then, game being out of control, and then you start doing things that you normally wouldn't do. So, it's actually a lot easier to stay in the zone, and, they made it, they made a run. They're at home, we're on the road, we're expecting them to make a run, and, guys are making shots and making plays, Miles Bridges and, Josh Okogie, Josh Green, all those guys. So, they played well, cut the lead, had a chance to win. But I think us as a group, stayed composed, was able to, secure the victory.
Thanks, AD. All right, we're all close here.
20-10 in a quarter since 1996-97. Giannis has done it, and now Anthony Davis has done it. Giannis did it in the fourth, AD in the first. Pretty impressive. Dorian Finney-Smith with 6 points in the starting lineup, 3 for 4 from the field. Lakers now a season high 8 games above 500. We'll hear from Doe next.
Access Sportsnet Lakers is brought to you in part by